time. He does this every day, man.
Why are you embedding him? Just keep
I don't
embedding,
know,
bro.
bro. Man.
Go. One more to go.
Welcome, everybody, to the Onward VR Master League Season 12, Week 5. My name's NightFiree with 2 E's. I am joined by my co-caster, Cynthia Cynthia, how are you doing today?
Good, good. Excited to see a Latino team.
Heck yeah, and we're excited to have you on the casting desk for your first cast with VRML here today. It's going to be an exciting matchup. LF Jaguares versus the 33rd Battalion. The Latino community has really been coming out a lot in the VRML lately. It is great to see, and we're happy to have you on the casting deck. Hopefully we can get some Spanish casts in the future, but I mean, for now, this is going to be a fun one to tune into, Cynthia.
Yeah. I love the name of the captain for today. It's Invictus Aztec. So yeah, go for Aztecas. So Mexican, that name.
Yep.
And pretty much all of them. Oh no, Scout is from El Salvador.
Oh, okay.
He's from El Salvador, but the rest are Mexicans from Mexico.
And so again, that representation from the Latino community coming out here. It has been there's so many teams too, so many Spanish teams that we've seen. That flag that you see in the VRML Discord, it is really getting its representation on all of these different teams in the league. It's awesome to see.
Yeah.
That's why we got to get you casting some of these Spanish games in Spanish, so we can really appeal to that whole side of the community.
Yeah, because it's always nice to hear, your language.
Yeah.
Your native language. There's so many Hispanics in United States, and I think that's where your audience is from. And it's just will be. I mean, I know that they can understand English, but it's just different. I mean, I would love to do it in English, but Spanish is my native language, and I'm really comfortable with it. And
Yeah, well, I can tell you we are definitely planning on getting some of those out there for the Spanish-speaking crowd. So looking forward to getting those games in. For now, though, I think we're going to be sticking to English. We still have the other half of the matchup, the 33rd Battalion, coming in from the NA side of things, and so it will be interesting to see these two duke it out. It, of course, is a bronze matchup, and so I guess I really don't know what to expect, right? With these teams, these new teams in particular, like the Jaguares. Oh, I guess not so new. They've had Season 11 to develop, but even the Season 11 teams, they're kind of wild cards whenever you tune in to watch them, Whoa, and this is interesting. Yeah, we only have...
Going with 4.
Yeah, only 4 available for Jaguares. We didn't even get into the pick bands yet, Cynthia. We'll have to wait until the next round. But I guess we're diving into the action. Jaguares taking the 4v5. And Cynthia, you're gonna have to correct me right away. What is that a Spanish spelling of Jaguars, or is that how you spell Jaguars? And I just don't know how to spell Jaguars.
Jaguares.
The team LF Jaguars. It's spelled interestingly. Jaguares, it looks like, and I don't want to.
Yeah, you don't say it like that. You say Jaguares. Jaguares.
Okay. So what does that mean for the English?
It means jaguar.
Okay.
In Spanish. So Jaguares, yeah.
Good. Well, then I'll be saying LF Jaguares going forward here. But they are on the attack, the 33rd Battalion on the defense. And USS Quest's our first map, and so we're going to get some of this close quarters action right out the gate. And an interesting smoke getting deployed here. Invictus tossing one up through the middle. Should actually draw out a few of these defenders. You can see Skull rotating around, and Invictus may be able to find an angle through the crates. They do, and down goes one. Just like that, we're into a 4v4, Cynthia. Nades flying in. Invictus finds another. That's a double up the center, and now Hate Shock scooping up a third. The Jaguares are coming in fierce and biting down this 33rd Battalion as XXXIII. What's that number in Greek? Someone has to tell me.
Well, I call it triple X.
Triple X. Okay, that's pretty good.
Yes.
that's better than XXXIII. But either way, it's not going to be enough.
God.
They find one kill, and then Tony
and they
finishes
didn't
it.
put the uplink.
They could have.
They didn't cup the uplink. They didn't put the uplink. That's the Mexican way.
Yeah, they didn't cap the uplink. Sure. Hey, put the uplink works just fine. Okay, that's perfectly acceptable. We know what you're talking about there. But yes, USS Quest for map 1. Let me fill that up for you there. Let's also get into the bans here really quick. The home ban coming in from Jaguares was, I believe, Snow Peak. And then the away ban from 33rd was abandoned. So that long-range stuff off the table here, Cynthia. It means we're going to be in for a close-range couple of rounds here today. Obviously, with USS Quest to kick it off.
Yeah. This one is a fun one. The USS Quest. They play it a lot. This one.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's interesting. The red zone. How would you call the area where the red light is?
Oh, I call that red lane, I suppose.
The red lane.
Yeah,
Okay.
the red lane there on that side.
Yeah, zona roja for us.
Okay.
Red zone.
The red zone. Yeah, I suppose that works too. I like the red zone. That's a good fit. But yeah, it's an interesting map, and man, you know, I guess to your point, it definitely seems like the Jaguares are comfortable here after that first round. I mean, going into the 4v5, nonetheless, that's certainly already a disadvantage. But to then be able to take that round on offense, I mean, geez, they are really setting themselves up here.
Yeah. Yeah. So we'll see with the defense. We have the saying, never ever lose the defense. That's what we say all the time when we start playing.
Yeah, and you know, we talk a lot about the Volk advantage, that defensive advantage that is always sort of present in this game. You really just have to play disciplined and defend the objective, and so we'll see if the Jaguares do that or if they get out and try and out-aggress this offense. They take over that red zone right away and are seemingly ready for this push from the 33rd Battalion.
We'll see what the Red Battalion does this time when they get close to the uplink.
Yeah, not going well so far as Skulls goes down and Tony Towers picks apart the 33rd Battalion. Nobody able to get Tony down either. The nade comes in too late. Invictus finds the kill up through the center, and in a first minute of the round chaos, we have a very close, or a very overwhelming defense here from the Jaguares.
Yeah. Yeah, I can hear them already saying that, you know, I'm going to go just to find him. Hey, Chucks is just gone saying, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and find Hunt.
Wow.
Brookie.
Yeah, that's that confidence that you get when you're playing like this. You know, they probably have an accurate kill count, too. When you look at the field there, you can see all four dead. And so, yeah, they're feeling confident right now. They know they're in a 4v1 situation. Chalks might not get this kill.
Oh. Yeah, sometimes the tables turn, isn't it?
Yep. Yeah,
and one person can kill all of them. Oh, okay. That's close.
Yeah, Invictus diving off the edge there finds that final kill, and the Jaguares go up another point, 2-0 now on the series. And again, down 4-5, Cynthia. They are playing very good here today. That I gotta look at their match history to see how they've been playing this season, because they are...
I tell you, they do like this map a lot.
Yeah, no kidding.
We have a few videos of, you know, us playing here.
Absolutely. Yeah, well, they're doing well so far. They on the season, in Season 12, they just coming off of a win from Haugun, but they did lose to Mystery Men and Latin Force and Strive. So they had a tough start to the season with 3 losses out the gate, but they managed to get one against Haugun, and shoot, if they can snag another one here, 4-5, that is certainly going to be a heck of a round for them. And you know, yeah, you say that they play this map a lot. It is important to remember that this is the Jaguares map pick as well. So, you know, they chose this map for a reason. Clearly, they feel comfortable on it. They are playing very good so far here today, and I'm not even sure what the solution is for the 33rd Battalion, you know?
Yeah, I'm thinking that they're gonna choose Bazaar for the second map. I think so.
Okay.
They're pretty good in Bazaar. I've seen them play in Bazaar, and there's amazing stuff they've done.
Okay. Well, so what do you think about the... So you think the 33rd Battalion is going to pick Bazaar there for map 2?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, well, we'll have to see what we get. We're not quite there yet, but we are on certainly a fast track, as the Jaguares are on a 2-0 streak and are setting up for another potential point here. Well, they can go up 3-0, or can the 33rd Battalion defend? Like you said, never lose the defense. Always
never lose the defense.
Always win the defense. We'll see if the battalion can do that now. You get into round 3. The smoke's coming in out the gate. It does look like a fast push, both down the red zone and up the center from Invictus. the red zone takes control. Invictus not finding anything just yet, but everyone down the red zone is charging forward. Tony catches another on the side.
Oh, come on, guys, put the uplink.
A1410 finds Invictus through the center. A very important kill. If that center push continues, it's going to be bad news, but they are set up to push in from the red zone, and Tony finds another as they continue their charge. Flashes and utility coming up and over, and I think Brookie got caught out as a trade up the center occurs. We're into a 2v2.
Yep, getting closer.
Ooh,
Yeah, both of the defense are in the lane. What do you call that lane on the...
I don't know. I just call it that side edge, I suppose. The edge of
side
the
edge?
Yeah, that edge of the carrier, and it's a great defensive position just because you minimize your exposure there. But Brookie is rotating around here. Chalks almost gets scooped up, but not quite.
No. Yeah. I think Chalks knows that he's the only one, and he passes the line of fire. He's getting to the uplink.
Tablets out, but a little over-aggression there from Chalks, and Brookie finds the kill. A great defense from the 33rd Battalion as they snag around and get up on the board. They definitely do not want to lose 4v5, I'm sure, to the likes of Jaguares, so it's good that they do manage to get that at least one up there on that scoreboard, but another good round from both squads, really. I mean, again, Jaguares are down 4v5, and for them to get that close is certainly impressive.
Yeah, it was interesting how both of them were on the lane.
Yeah.
On the lane of the boat, and but they were quick enough to get up there to secure the uplink.
Yep. A very solid job on that defensive rotation to prevent the attack from coming through, but we are still...
So four on the Jaguares.
I know, I'm surprised. You know, I think if you look at that active roster, they have like a full roster. They have a large pool to pull from. Not every team has 8 players on their roster, but the Jaguares do, and for them to not have anyone available, it's certainly rough. You know, I'm
Night, isn't it? Friday night? Yeah. Friday night in Mexico. Party night.
Yeah, I suppose. Still, though, you know, you sign up for the match. It's not too hard to make the time. But either way, they are playing well with just 4, and so they may still be able to come out on top here if they can snag a few more rounds. We get back into the action. Round number 4 kicking off as the Jaguares go on the defense. We'll see what the 33rd Battalion puts together on this attack. I wonder if they'll be using that red zone as much. It doesn't seem like it out the gate.
Okay, so, see, they're protecting the red zone. 2 people are protecting the red zone. Scout and Tony. It seems like Tony is gonna attack.
Wow.
From behind. We said that. Attack from behind. I don't know how you say it in English. Por atrás. Okay, no, he's coming back now.
Yeah, I think they got aggressive to place the C4 down the end of the lane. An interesting strategy that was allowed by the Battalion because nobody is over on that red lane. Everyone here pushing the other side, and we'll see if they can set up for this attack approach. Invictus shutting down at least one of those attackers as they find an early kill to, again, even the odds back into a 4v4.
Using the red line, the side of the boat. None of the Jaguares.
Yeah, no one's here. Invictus is flashed by Skull as well. And Skull is going to fly around, catches Invictus on objective.
He Can he put the uplink there?
No, he can't. He has to get up. He has to get up on to this objective
Chinese
space.
Okay. Yeah. But now 8. Oh, okay, 8.
Hey,
So
Chalks.
back to Brookie. We've got Brookie. Last man standing.
And Tony's going to find that kill from the edge. Up 3-1 goes the Jaguares as they take a nice, comfortable lead. You look at that KV, the kills, deaths coming in on the Jaguares side. Scouts 1-1, which is interesting. Means that they've just been playing their defensive role, but everybody else 6-3, 5-2, 7-1. A lot of kills coming in and very little deaths from the likes of the Jaguares. A very solid performance from this 4-man squad here so far to get this 3-1 lead.
Pretty aggressive. Can I tell you something about the team?
Yeah.
There's dad and son playing there.
Oh, that's
Do
awesome.
you think that that's an advantage?
Yeah, I mean, we've seen plenty of brother combinations in the league. That's sort of a something that's been around for a while. But dad and son is always cool to see. It's I've only seen it in our Echo Arena league. I know it does happen, obviously, with the Jaguares in Onward. But yeah, it's cool to know that they have a dad and son squad. And yeah, I suppose in terms of communication, yeah, it may very well provide a bit of an advantage, you know, making it very easy to communicate back and forth because you're so familiar with one another.
Yeah. And at least they're not playing against each other, killing each other. They're teaming up and, you know.
No, it's a great father-son sort of bonding
Hey,
experience,
Chalks
I suppose.
is the father,
Okay.
and Tony Towers is the son.
Awesome.
So.
Well, both of them are doing good. 5-2 and 7-1. We'll see if they can keep playing well as we get back into the action for our next round. Round number 5 kicking off here.
Just don't die, dude, honestly. We just need to hold it.
These guys are really messing my mind up right now.
And it's kind of funny to hear, just tuning into the 33rd Battalion, talking about how they're getting psyched out by the fact that they're being cast right now. You know, the pressure of the cast getting to them a little bit.
Oh, don't worry, guys.
They certainly are capable of playing well. They put up that good defensive round, and so we'll see if they can hold here. Pickle Rick tucked into red lane, has a C4 in hand. And already a kill coming through. Jaguares managing to get Brookie Wins down. His Skull's going to look for the refrag up the center, and they find it.
Well, that was a good C4 explosion, but Scout I think he's going to revive Tony?
I'm down to
No, Scout doesn't revive Tony.
Oh, and Rick might get revived here as Triple X has come around. Oh, he can't find the body, so he can't get the res. And Scouts finds the kill on the rotation. Now it's a 2v1. Skull, the only defender on objective.
Okay.
Scouts just accidentally shot his teammate instead of resurrecting him.
Yeah.
Oh, the pressure maybe getting to the Jaguares too.
Yes,
That's certainly unintentional.
Pickle Rick giving, talking, and Scout not finding him.
Yep, Chalks gets that final kill. Jaguares take map 1 and go up 4-1 with a 4-5 disadvantage. Very impressive to see this team put that together here on our first map, and it has me wondering where we're headed for map 2. I think you said you think the Battalion's going to take us to Bazaar, and you know if I oh well, it is a close quarters pick. While it isn't Bazaar,
Subway.
It is going to be Subway for our second map. So far, though, a pretty good performance from the Jaguares. We'll see if they can snag another map here, as it is not their choice. The 33rd Battalion very likely to be a bit more comfortable here on Subway. Maybe USS Quest, just not a map that they've really practiced a lot. You know, that's something that can definitely impact the newer teams that don't necessarily have that ton of experience on all these different maps. You know, if you're not even familiar with a map, that's definitely going to impact how well you can play on it.
Yeah. So, Subway, I don't think it's a really strong map for Jaguares.
Okay.
Especially for Scout. Scout is new to the team, so yeah.
Okay.
New to even VR.
Wow. Well,
So
that's been a common trend for sure. A lot of new folks coming in to the league and getting involved in the VR space. It's great to see. I love to see them getting competitive, and yeah, that could be a factor at the end of the day. If there's not a lot of familiarity with a map like Subway, there can be some serious potential caps. You know, our first objective is going to be over in those north stairs, and that is really a chaotic objective space to be going to. You know, it's one that just gets crazy right away. You know, the plays there, right out the gate, you have grenades coming over the wall. It gets very hectic.
yes. So the stairs is we call it the callejón.
Okay.
And the callejón means like the alley.
Okay. Yeah.
And yeah, it gets pretty scary there. I don't know if they're gonna be using C4s.
Yeah.
I noticed that 33 Battalion was using C4, but didn't quite work on them. On the
Yeah, you know, the C4 can be it's super effective on this map because you can blend it into so many different locations. But with newer teams in particular, you don't tend to see a lot of C4 get used here. So we'll see if that is the case, if Battalion can use that C4 effectively or not. We saw the Jaguares using it plenty on the USS Quest. You know, that C4 throw over in red lane, a couple of different placements that we saw come in from them. And so I would expect the Jaguares to be using it here on this map. But we are just waiting for a 5th from the 33rd Battalion to join. They had it for a second, and then they disconnected. And so hopefully we can get into our second map soon.
Yeah, I don't think Jaguares is gonna get their 5th player.
Really? Wow. Well,
Right now.
yeah, I agree. Usually they would have, by a full map played, had enough time to get that 5th in, but have not yet.
Yeah, it's just there's a lot of traffic in Mexico City. It's the most populated city in the world to get from work to home, you know. I know some guys, I know Hedgehogs, for instance, sometimes he stays at his office and plays from there, you know, because by the time he arrives home, you know, it's a bit too late.
Yeah.
So, yeah, traffic. Friday night, maybe there's a big game, soccer game in Mexico at the Azteca, because they're from Mexico City. So, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
who knows what the issue is there with their 5th, but if they can win the second map, then it won't really matter, right? They've managed to already take one map just 4v5. They're certainly capable of doing it again, but we are just waiting for these teams to, again, fill up that lobby, and then we should be underway. I wonder if they are agreeing to a 4v4, or if we are just waiting for this 5th to reconnect. I'm not sure. I'm not getting any information from the teams, so I don't know what the actual holdup is.
So how about you, NightFiree? Do you like Subway? Do you like to play Subway?
Yeah, Subway has been really fun to tune into this season. Teams have been trying new things. You know, we've been seeing some unique C4 placement. We've been seeing different styles of aggression come out. And, oh, this is interesting. We are going to be going into a 4v4 for our second map. So I do think that the 33rd Battalion has agreed to play down a one, or they are having technical difficulties as well. But regardless, we are into a 4v4 for the North objective in round 1. We'll see how the Jaguares defend as we dive into the action. This is that lane we're talking about.
Yeah, the alley. Tony, is he placing a C4?
Yeah, he placed it right there on the dumpster.
Yep.
And this could be bad news for the likes of Skull if they round this. Oh, and they actually kill Tony before they can detonate it. Oh no, there's the detonation.
Yeah, they did.
So Tony wasn't holding the clacker, Scouts was. And once Tony died, Scouts detonated the C4. That is very good C4 play there. And coordination.
Can I tell you the story about that technique?
Yeah, sure.
Well, I always do that because I get a little bit scared, you know, going forward. So I give the C4 to my team players, and I said, could you place it far and let me know when I push it? So, yeah.
It is a great competitive strat. We've seen it used in different ways. You can commit differently to being up by that C4, but a great play. They almost did defuse it. They almost knifed it before it exploded, but couldn't quite get it there. And now as they get back into it, they do have one dead, so it is just 3 from Jaguares, but only 2 for the Battalion. And they have to cross both Scout and Invictus, who are ready and waiting.
Yeah, so Hedgehog's like he's on the floor. Totally. On the floor, still guarding that stairs, isn't it?
Yeah, well, they're not sure that they have that kill confirmed up on the top story.
Oh, I see, yeah.
They don't have an accurate count there, so he still does have to defend that under the assumption that it could be attacked, so he'll probably be there all the way until this push from these 2 starts. But the push slowly rolling out there as Rick makes his way through the center. I don't, you know, the position from Scouts is common, so I would imagine that A14 is going to be ready to peek this, but as they go prone, Scouts finds the kill.
Yeah. Okay, so it's just Pickle. Trains and so quiet.
Yeah, 2:40 left on the clock. Rick trying to figure out what the strat is going to be solo, and I'm sure they're aware that someone should be over here, as Scouts has killed one of their teammates on this side. The flash comes in there, but it doesn't connect. And Rick, I think, finds Scouts. That's 1 bullet, but not enough. Scouts gets a quick heal, and Rick drops back again. He still has to worry about Invictus and Chalks there on objective, so a bit of a battle ahead of them with only 2 minutes left. I just kind of wonder what's going through Rick's mind right now, what they're looking for in particular. They know that they didn't down Scouts there, and they should be expecting almost another player on the other side, so that flash not going to be enough, although Chalks does rotate right across Rick's view.
Yeah, he has to walk through that alley, and Invictus is gonna see him. Unless Pickle, my Yeah, he found headshots. Yeah. But I don't think Invictus is going to move from there. I think he's going to stay there the whole time.
Yeah, especially knowing Rick's position, those two angles from both Scouts and Invictus are the sort of final crossing point that Pickle has to go across, unless Rick goes all the way back to the north.
All the way. Oh my god.
Or kills all the defenders. Rick gets another one.
Anything could be possible.
Yep.
Anything could be possible. Oh, okay.
But 50 seconds left. Time is ticking down.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And Invictus maybe worried that someone could be near objective. Is starting to rotate a little bit. Oh, and who wins? The Jaguares. Wow.
Los Jaguares, they give it to the Jaguares.
A battle at the end.
I saw Invictus falling first. So, yeah, it's interesting how sometimes it just happens.
The scoreboard doesn't necessarily represent what happens server side. You know, we all kind of see different things. So, can't really, you know, what's shown there may not be what actually, the timing and all that stuff. So, either way, the Jaguares do put up another point, and while it was a 4v4 for at least a round, they now have 5 on 33rd Battalion, so maybe a bit better chance for the battalion here on their map choice. I mean, that's certainly a tough way to start your own map pick, right?
Yes. They were really confident. And even when two of their teammates, I mean, half of their team was blown up by the C4 right on the stairs, you know? They still managed to get to 40 seconds before the timer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a great play by that duo. They stayed focused, and some big pickups there from that the lone attacker. But round one on Subway wrapped up here, and again the Jaguares do take it. So a very solid hold from them, and I'm just still surprised that this team, down one player, has managed to continue to hold this sort of lead against this team. And maybe it is the nerves for the battalion. You know, we heard them talking about it, but you got to shake those nerves. You know, you got to get used to it.
They're really, really nice guys.
Hey, you want me to move up? 33rd, listen up real quick. Sorry, Gavin. If you look at the map, and me and Gavin are dead flush into the site because there's no one watching north.
So are they gonna put the C4?
What were you saying?
Doesn't look like they're gonna get up. No.
Tony's
Maybe.
coming.
Yeah. And Triple X is trying to get up there.
Well, they didn't put the C4.
No, it looks like
And
Triple X.
three Jaguares are on the alley. Okay.
Yeah, Triple X tried to throw the nade up into the corner but couldn't get it. And they tried to put the C4 on the stairs, but Tony identifies it and defuses it. So now Rick won't be able to detonate that. And the Jaguares are definitely setting up for the push into the north. But you also do have Invictus in the middle. So it's going to be about timing for this Jaguares push. And it seems like they're getting ready to come down the stairs.
Yep. Invictus is moving now.
Yeah, they're still underground. And so they eventually will be popping up. But they only have... I'm looking at the... they only have one alive defender on objective. It's just Pickle Rick, and it's in the smoke. And they finally take one shot. They don't find Chucks, who is prone in that smoke. That is incredible that they don't get that kill. Now they do.
Yeah, it's clear.
But Invictus gets a kill up through the center, and Battalion is down to 3. We're into a 2v3. Skull does connect and gets rid of Invictus through the center.
Invictus, yeah. Now we have Scout coming down the stairs.
And he knows that Rick's in that corner there. They saw the shots come through onto their teammate there.
I don't think people is gonna move.
No.
I don't think he's gonna move. Skull is gonna help him. Skull.
I got a flash. Watch out.
We'll see what Skull can do. They're going to try and check the corner. Tries to get the utility up, but they end up just flashing Rick. And Scouts doesn't kill Skull. Skull's going to continue to push up the stairs and finds Scouts. A great defense from the 33rd. Ties things up one apiece.
High five. Yeah, they're so nice to hear, these guys.
Yeah, but that's the big round. You know, definitely need that one to tie it up. Keep your map pick close. You know, the 33rd Battalion are looking at a potential series loss if they don't win this map, and so they're definitely going to try and focus up here and take this one from the Jaguares. And again, you don't want to lose a 4v5. You know, that is definitely not something that you want to have go in the books. That won't be good for the team morale at the end of the day.
Well, yeah, I mean, just, I mean, I don't know what I say about I've heard them talking, and they seemed like they having fun.
Yeah.
And I don't think that they're going to get really stressed out if they lose. I mean, we've had screens with them before, and it's been so much fun. So it's not like, you know, they didn't know us. They just they know the Latinos, and you know, so yeah.
Either way, a good point secured there, and now we go into round 3 with our new objective over in the marketplace. Very different
marketplace.
Very different style of objective, and we'll see how these teams play it.
We call it the Chinatown.
Yeah, try and be a little more PC about it. Call it market, but Chinatown certainly works too. Either way, we'll see how they like to defend this OBJ, as they are in that 4v5 again at that disadvantage. And we do have a quick spawn coming in from the 33rd Battalion, so they'll be working their way up here right away.
Push up when we tell you.
Okay, so it looks like the Jaguars are already settled on their spots. They know where to go. They know where to hide.
Just all the way down. Toss a flash.
Indeed, they're
Chuck's
tucked
on
in.
the
Chuck,
what do you call where Chuck's is?
Yeah.
How do you call it?
I don't know. I don't not a specific. I don't have a specific call out for it. They're just in that corner there, waiting for the team to push up, and it's a very risky spot to be in, as it is a commonly grenaded corner there. A lot of teams very wary of players tucking into that corner, and so I wouldn't be surprised to see a few utility. I mean, you can see both Skateboard and Triple X very wary of that corner.
Yes. And that grenade. Oh.
Nope.
No, didn't.
Not tucked in enough, and they know it too. Skateboard Jake is going to check this. Everyone here is going to check this, and now Chalks has given away their position. There's the flash on to Chalks, and there's the kill.
That was a good grenade, yeah, the way he so close.
Yeah, a really good flash there, and now this whole team can push in towards this objective. The utility and smoke's coming in.
Really nice to hear them how they
yeah, very active on the comms, and that's one of the big elements in playing at a high level, is having your comms be very accurate and frequent. And so 33rd Battalion trying to get up here to potentially cap. The smokes are out. Triple X could come in there and potentially get the code entered in. That's what they're going to try to do, it looks like.
Yeah, they could. And Pickle is on the other side now.
Triple X is here.
Around.
They're close enough to objective right here to cap, and Tommy is not taking shots. They get it! Wow, great play there from the Battalion to execute on that corner, and they take a 3-1 lead on their map pick. A super solid push there from them, and they were just ready for the defensive positions of the Jaguares. You know, going into that standard corner, you saw that almost the whole team was ready for the defender in there, you know, and so many grenades. I think they used 4 grenades total. They tried to throw 2 flashbangs and a grenade at him that didn't work. And then, you know, finally one that gets them, and then they get that kill, which opens up that whole side. And, you know, being down 4v5, I think, really shows itself there, because you can have your 5th defender in that other sort of alleyway, and you can sort of reinforce the defense of this whole side, you know. And so a tough one for sure for the Jaguares, but a great, I mean, so many smokes came in around objective, and they played it patiently. It was really a nice play from the Battalion on that corner.
Yes, it was. And how the other guy, was it Pickle that went around?
Yeah.
And how Jaguares, when they saw that much smoke, just kind of left their corner, because they were protecting that alley, back alley. But when they saw, you know, so much smoke, they ran to the uplink, protect the uplink. That was the main thing. So they left that door open.
Yep, indeed they did, and it got capitalized on by the likes of the Battalion. We'll see now if the Battalion can lock in a final round and take map number 2 to push us to a map 3 decider as
I just need you.
we dive into round number 4.
Watch this right here, correct? And then also I need you to go here and watch the east alley, but don't watch this unless you hear gunfire. If you hear my C4, still stay focused.
Yeah, Triple X is giving out all the calls. He's got a C4 and he's gonna place it on. Where? He just dropped it. Somewhere.
No, they didn't place it yet. Oh, did they?
No.
Yeah, I thought. Where did they put it? I don't even know. I thought I saw them place it over here, but I don't know. The C4 is somewhere. If you find it, let me know. Either way, it's an interesting push coming in from the Jaguares. You look at the overhead; they're not coming in from that south side. They're all coming in from the north.
The C4 was quite far and it
Yeah.
Victor's, and now he throws a bomb, and then that finishes Invictus. That was so cool. So cool.
Now, if we're gonna try and update any terminology for you here, bomb I would say is grenade.
Okay, sorry.
No, don't be sorry. It's perfectly fine.
Oh, grenade, yeah.
But yes, the Granada, yeah, that works too.
Footsteps on me. Down alleyway.
And it looks like this north lane has been called out. Rick identifies Tony Towers, Chucks, and Scouts, and we'll see if they can push up here.
Okay, so the 3 of them are in the alley.
The utility is out, lots of smokes down the lane, but nothing on objective. So even if they do get through this lane, they are going to have a tough time getting close to the objective, which is still being defended. And I say that, but Tony is inside this marketplace.
Yeah.
I traded. I'm down on uplink.
And a very good reaction from the Battalion. As soon as Skateboard calls that out, everyone comes back.
Oh, yeah.
Chalks and Scouts, I think, are kind of... They're in a tough spot. Once these smokes start to dissipate, we're going to see a fight between Triple X and Scouts, but...
Jake, watch East Alley. I have North.
Wonder what their approach is going to be. What they're going to stick to this north side, but going to be hard to work through.
Hey, Chocks. Yeah, so hey, Chocks.
Oh no! Chocks clicks 5 times, and they are out of ammo. They had the angle onto Triple X, but Chocks did not reload before they pushed, and the 33rd Battalion bounces back with a map win of their own, 4-1. A very nice job from them.
Yeah. Really interesting, yeah. So now we're going into Shipyard.
Yep, third map selected by the likes of the Jaguares, and it takes us back to more cargo crates. Maybe a theme that they like to stick to as they went with the USS Quest.
Yes.
Last time, we now go to the shipyard here. And, you know, I guess this could have been predicted just by looking at the bans, right? I mean, Snow Peak and Abandoned getting banned, that's kind of an indicator that these teams are going to prefer the close quarters, right?
Yes, yes. But I would have thought that it would have been Bazaar.
I don't think...
Same.
I don't believe Bazaar's in the map pool.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, I don't believe that it is. So teams can both agree to play it, and I could be wrong. I haven't seen it to the point. I've hardly seen it played at all so far this season, and so I don't know if it is in that map pool. But either way, Shipyard a good one too, and should be excited to see how these two teams duke it out on this one in particular. I mean, this is the series decider, right? The final map to be played here today, and so we'll see what both of these teams put out here on Shipyard. I'm looking at the rosters, and we still don't have the 5th coming in for Jaguares, so they're going to go into this final map, this decider 4v5. And,
but they're playing quite a lot. Jaguares play this map quite a lot.
Okay.
They like it.
So maybe unlike Subway, they'll be a little bit more comfortable here on Shipyard, and so you're maybe a little bit more of a USS Quest-esque round from the likes of the Jaguares. Is that what you're suggesting?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, now would be the time to do it, right? On your final map of the series, the decider of who is going to come out of this one, winning or losing, and. Yeah, again, back to the point I was making, no subs coming in on either side. And so we're not going to see the 5th, but also no substitutions coming in for the 33rd Battalion. And, you know, looking at their roster, they have 7. So they have the ability to also kind of dip into some of their reservist pool, or maybe have a player that's specialized on a map like Shipyard, but it doesn't seem to be the case here for today. And map number 3... should be kicking off at any moment. Let's give the players the go ahead, and then hopefully we can pop in. There it is. I was asking you, shall receive. Map 3 starts with LF Jaguares on the offense, the 33rd Battalion on defense, and we're starting on that Shipyard OBJ, the ship in particular, and I think this one may very well favor the Jaguares since they've been playing very good in the close quarters.
Yeah, they kind of like utilize everything. I've seen them even going through the tunnels.
Oh, interesting.
But yeah, Hey Chocks, I'm sure he's gonna go up the ceiling. Yeah, he's going up, isn't he?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, usually you'll see at least one split
yes.
over to this side, and so that's what Hey Chocks is doing. They're going to try and get control of that south side of the map while the rest of the team gets roof, and then Invictus and Scout are going to try and push up through the ship.
Oh, it's Tony, the one that goes on the roof. And do we have 2 defenders on the roof?
It looks like there's 2 on top of the cargo crates and just 1 up here on the 3rd story. And Triple X gonna find that first kill. Skull is waiting for an angle onto Invictus here.
Well, Invictus is quite close.
Oh, wow. They kill Skull. And yeah, they are very close to objective. If they get rid of Pickle Rick, they could potentially cap.
Yeah.
Wow, this is a huge opportunity for the Jaguares. They could kick this map off 2-0. On the other side of things, Hchox goes down in the south. And I think, oh my gosh, Rick doesn't see Aztec again. Wow, these two.
Waiting.
Yeah, I think they're waiting for scouts to come up, and they'll try and push this together.
Okay, so now, but then, board is coming onto the objective.
Yeah, skateboard Jake.
Board and...
Wow, Invictus gets the kill, and now they can pull the tablet out. A14 so far away. Invictus punching in the code, and Jaguares take a 2-0 lead out the gate for map 3. A great play up the center there from the likes of Aztec. 3 kills and a cap for their first round. That is certainly a heck of a way to start your map 3 decider and your map pick. Literally the best possible start you could go for. The Jaguares have gotten it with that 2-0 lead.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Interesting how on the roof normally they stay longer, isn't it? But
yeah, I don't. And also the defense from Battalion, you know, it's with this objective in particular, it was so spread out that it opened up that sort of opportunity for a cap. You know, you look at the position of A14, they were so far away from the objective, and whenever you put yourself that far away from the objective, something like that can happen where you lose your defenders and then you're the last one alive and the team is entering in the code. You know, it's funny, it's something that I've never talked about. I don't even think new players know, but I mean, you can deactivate the bomb on defense, which will then only give the team 1 point. And so a rare use case for it would have been right there from A14. If they knew they were not going to be able to get to the objective in time, they could have sort of forfeit the round and only given up 1 point by deactivating the bomb on defense.
Didn't he go blown up? Did he commit suicide to try to do that, or
if you're the last player and you commit suicide, you also give the team 2 points. So that isn't a strategy that you can go with. The only thing you can do is deactivate the bomb and give the enemy team 1 point instead of giving them 2. And so it could have been a play there, but I have never seen it used ever in a VRML match. But it is something that can be done, and I truly don't think that a lot of players even know about it. That on defense, you can forfeit the round and give the team 1 point.
Yeah.
You know, it's...
Because you always hope, isn't it, that they're gonna mess up with the...
Yeah, exactly. Oh, it'll take 30 seconds and I can get there in time, you know? The optimistic.
The optimistic, yes.
Yeah. No, not the case there, at least with the Jaguares, as they go up 2-0, and now we go back into the action for round 2. 33rd Battalion on the attack. We'll see if they can answer back. But one thing I think I've been noticing is the Jaguares have used C4 almost every round they've defended, and the Battalion have not.
So is he doing the same thing, or giving the C4 to another player?
I don't know, but I just saw it get tossed over there near them on that side. We'll see what the purpose is. Yeah, it could be the sort of a similar strategy. When they die, detonate the C4 in their area, and so
Or all three.
who knows what will happen with this push from the 33rd, but they are setting up their attack. They've got 2 on the roof that are sort of looking for anything, and then 2 on the ship. And, you know, there is that same weak point in the Jaguares defense where Chalks is very far away from the objective.
Yep. And no one is on the roof on the defense.
Yeah.
No one has gone to the roof.
Negative.
May see some action
Just
soon enough here. Tony
yeah,
Towers.
Tony. Yeah, getting so close. And now he's going for pickle.
Tony's going to continue to get aggressive, utilizing...
And he's gonna get triple X. Nice. Oh,
The trade on the corner. Leaves it up to Invictus and Scouts on objective, and Chalks pretty far away.
So Chalks is gonna have to make his way to the objective now. And maybe it's okay.
Wow. There it is. There's Skateboard that does kill them, but not before they get the kill onto Skull. And
oh shit.
We are now into a 1v2. Skateboard just checked their tablet and realized they are the lone attacker on their team, and so we'll see what they do with the 1v2.
Okay. The same thing, we have Invictus and Scout. The last one.
Yeah, and they are set up close to objective, so they should be able to stop a cap from coming through. I doubt that that is a possibility here for the Battalion. So at the very least, they'll be able to stop a tie game from happening here. But anything can happen in terms of kills in a game like Onward, so we'll see what Skateboard does. That flash, I think, connects onto Scouts. So Scouts is flashed for a little bit longer here as Jake is going to push up.
Yep, I got Scout. And now, well...
We're into the 1v1. Invictus is going to peek, and they don't see Skateboard. Skateboard's going to go up the stairs, and down they go. Invictus finds the final kill, and Jaguares go up 3-0 on their map pick on this series decider. They are looking good right now as we do change objectives and go to that other side, the west side of the map. And you know,
west side.
To your point you made earlier, despite the outcome here, I think both teams are having a good time. You know, the Battalion, like you said, seems to be enjoying themselves regardless of the outcome, you know, and I think that's one of the most important things about the VRML is that it's a space that you can play the game competitively no matter your skill level, right? You can be brand new to the game, you can be incredibly experienced, and you can find that you'll play good, fun matches by participating in the VRML. And so, you know, I do always love to see teams just enjoying playing the matches and enjoying the game, you know, because that is ultimately the end goal of having the league, and, you know, it's to provide a place for the community to have fun.
Yeah, and the ability of players. I mean, maybe this season, some of their, you know, past players were not available.
Yeah.
And it is hard to kick them because, you know, it says there, you know, you want to kick that player and you don't want to kick them. You leave them there. You know that they're not available and maybe you should recruit new ones, but it's because you've played with them for so long, you just don't want to kick them. And you leave them there hoping that they will join, you know, one match.
Yep, that is how some teams certainly do operate. Other teams are a little more ruthless and will just kick the player. But it does depend on your rank and, you know, where you're at overall. Either way, yeah, it's very... the VRML is great place to be, and if you want to get involved, I recommend you check it out. Go over to VRML.com. You can sign up to be on a team. You can join the reservists and get involved with this fantastic VR esport. Either way, we're back into the action for round number 3, as there was a cap, and the Jaguares go back onto the attack. Oh, and this is what we're gonna... Yeah, you said the Jaguares use the tunnel. We're seeing the tunnel push come through here from Tony and H-Shox.
Yes, we love the tunnels, yes. Yeah.
It's you know, something you
it's
don't...
not my favorite map. I kind of don't like this map myself. But it is a favorite for the rest of the team. Yeah.
Yeah, the underground play definitely not utilized a lot, because at the end of the day, when you do eventually exit, there's only one doorway that you can leave from, and oftentimes teams are defending that doorway, or they'll sometimes even place C4 on that doorway. But the Battalion have not been using a lot of C4. I don't see any placed around the door.
You actually have no one behind the door.
The only one is Skateboard Jake, who I think can hear the footsteps beneath them if they're loud, and can then turn around and look. But yeah, they're the only real defender watching that. If they could really sneak in behind this defense if they played it quietly.
Yes. Well, A14 is in a funny place.
Yeah, I wonder what the purpose of that position is. And I guess it is to watch the back there, but yeah, it's a very interesting peak to be taking. It's kind of dangerous too, because they could just fall off the edge at any point. Take a little fall damage.
Yeah, it looks like Triple X just came this way now, because they know that they're coming through the tunnels, isn't it? Because they can't see them.
Yeah, that seems to be the consensus. Oh, and Tony comes in. Skateboard nearly gets distracted off of it, but does find the kills. In the meantime, Scouts and Invictus are coming in. Invictus goes down up top. Scouts trying to come in from the front towards objective, and is there good defense in the objective space? It doesn't really look like it.
Oh, H-Shox is trying to get out.
Oh, and Scouts gets killed by Skull up on the roof. A big kill from them, and yeah, now Shox is stuck trying to get out.
You were right. Skateboard had a good position.
Yep, they sure did, and the rotations there also paying off there from both Triple X and also having a 14 on that edge. They really were defending that backside very well, and there was very little coverage in the front, you know, and again, I just think that if the Jaguares had 5, that attack would have been much more impactful. They could have had 3 players come in from that front side and try and do some damage, but you know, it is what it is. We're into the 4v5, and they are still playing well, up 3-1 still. Now they have to go on the defense, and I don't know, you know, with this objective, maybe there is a cap potential. If you only have 4 defenders on it, you know, there's a lot of different ways you can enter into the objective.
Yes, I've seen some really good ones, you know, like on that ramp, on the red ramp.
Yep.
Being under the red ramp. And sometimes I don't understand why they're there, but the things that they do, you know, like how to utilize that ramp is pretty amazing. So,
yeah. Well, we'll see if the Jaguares throw out that aggressive defense on this objective, or if they're going to play it passively. I'm not sure what the right choice will be, but they are just a round away from locking in the entire series. and taking a nice W away from for themselves. Like I had mentioned earlier, it would only be their I believe second win this season, so definitely something that they are looking to grab here. Yeah, it would be their second W on the season, and oh, look at the Battalion, how they've been playing so far. They've played a lot more games. They've actually been taking a lot of challenges, which is kind of interesting. But they've also lost more. Only winning 2 games so far this season. So both teams very thirsty for the W. And I'm sure as we get into these final rounds, we'll see some great plays as we get back into the action for round number 4 on map 3.
Okay, so Tony on the roof and
Crates
he's
aren't
down.
bulletproof. Air ducts aren't bulletproof.
Didn't last very long, but either way, a kill from both sides comes through, and that's actually going to favor the Battalion if they can afford to lose them.
Yep.
Have
One
that.
is using the tunnel, so they're lucky because they have no one on that door.
Oh!
Oh wow!
A massive double kill there from Invictus. That is huge. Evens the odds and actually gives Jaguares the advantage 3-2. They're going to have to spend some resources and get A14 to rotate down off their position and resurrect Rick, who is down.
And Invictus has moved. Oh, stupid.
Yeah, that's the smart play, right? After you shoot and expose your position, you're going to rotate off and get away from there. And that's, as you can see, Skateboard is waiting for Invictus. Yeah.
Yes.
Just waiting for that angle to expose him, for Invictus to go there again, but they're not going to find anything.
But yeah, they just guarding that ramp. It's the only way to.
Yeah, it's going to be a good angle to hold. And if they don't smoke or put anything to shut down Invictus's line of sight, this very well could be the Jaguares taking this series and this round. But we're not quite there yet. It's still sort of a setup phase here as the Battalion are just kind of looking for any extra picks that they can get. And it looks like Skateboard is maybe going to rotate. I'm not sure, but again, it's really just the 33rd looking for any kind of angle, and Invictus gets another one as Rick is trying to rotate.
Okay, so Skateboard. Is he going to go from behind? Could.
Yeah, there's a couple of options. Jake can actually go up right through the middle here and get onto the second floor, and they can. They can have a big impact. Oh, as I say that, a flash comes right down. Oh, no! The trades, and Jake goes down. Invictus gets team killed by Chocks. But it's not the end of the world, as they still have 2 left alive and only A14 to deal with. And they get him.
Okay.
Chocks peeks out the door. A14 goes down. The Hell F Jaguares take the series off of map 3, 4-1. And an exciting one to tune in here today, Cynthia. This was a good bit of back and forth.
Yes, it was. It was really nice to see the Latinos out there.
Yeah, for sure. Good to see them out there, but also good to see the Battalion coming in and playing well here today. Their communication very much on point. We heard a lot of great strats come in from them, and I have a lot of confidence that that team will be able to evolve and grow throughout the course of Season 12. So really great to see both teams come in and play so well. But at the end of the day, the Jaguares managed to take a 4v5 and win it. So hats off to them. That is a big accomplishment.
Yeah. No, really nice. Really nice to see.
Yeah, absolutely. It has been a bit of a broadcast, though, and actually a pretty quick one. I look at it, only about an hour and 15. But it will be it for us here on the desk. A quick shout out to everyone tuning in and hanging out in chat. If you are new here, please hit that follow button. We do appreciate everybody that follows. Also, I'd encourage you to head on over to twitch.tv/VRMasterLeague, as we'll be having games at 6 p.m. PST tomorrow and 12 p.m. PST Sunday broadcast on that channel, which will also go to Horizon Venues, which is on your Quest or Quest 2, and Facebook and YouTube. So be sure to check that out this weekend. Also, shout out to our sponsors. You may have seen them take across the screen a couple of times, but they are ProTube VR, VRWare, VR Cover, Asterion, HyperX, and Border Foods. If you want to learn more about Border Foods, our newest addition to the sponsor reel there, you can head on over to borderfoods.com/VRML and learn more about the sponsorship. That'll be it from us, though, at the desk. My name has been NightFiree with 2 E's. My co-caster, Cynthia We will see you all for more action later this weekend, so be sure to tune in then. But until next time, stay classy.
Ciao.